Come here. Come here, puppy. Oh, I know, puppy. Oh. Okay. Hi, Megan from Australia. We are doing another live pour. Hi, Marie. Just dropped my kids off too. They're at school. Who else is in here? Where are you guys from? Let me know. I'll just wait a few more minutes. Thanks, Megan. Hi, Doris. Texas. Hi, Cecilia. Hi. Doris in Wisconsin. Cool. He's tired. He just had a long walk all the way to school and back. And he says, Mommy, all I want to do is sleep. Hi, Vicky. Cute pup. Thanks. We just got him about a week ago. He's tired. He's like a little baby. You tired? Huh? Colombia! Wow, hi! Florida Keys, I've been there. It's great, it's beautiful in the Keys. St. Thomas, Ontario, cool. All right, I think we'll get started soon. Just gonna wait another minute or so and see if anyone else wants to join in. Hi, Ellen from South Carolina. He is a purebred Siberian Husky. So his name is Juno, and he's about 9 weeks old today. Hey, Janet from Colorado. Cool. Yeah, he's a cutie patootie for sure. Oh, I'm tired, Mommy. Leave me alone. I just want to sleep. You want to go? All right. Hi, Janet from Colorado. Yeah, he sure is cute. He's all silver and white. He's not your typical black and white husky, but he also has the gorgeous blue eyes. Oh, and he's got the hiccups. You got the hiccup? Oh yeah, you got the hiccups. He's got the hiccups. All right, buddy. Here you go, buddy. You go to sleep. Okay. So today I am going to do the Dutch pour. Hi, Susan from Bracebridge. So today I decided I'm going to do the Dutch pour on ceramic tiles. So let me move you down so you guys can see what on earth I'm doing. That would help, I guess, huh? All right. So let me move it over here. There we go. So if you tuned in yesterday, I did a Dutch pour using color shift paint, and it's drying quite beautifully. I'll go grab it. So here it is. It's drying quite nicely. A few people had asked if the white would level out once it starts to dry, and as you can see, it does level itself out. There's no need to worry about that. So that was yesterday's live pour. It's almost dry. And then this one I did last week, and that is now dry, completely dry. So it's ready for a coat of resin. Ellen, I've done alcohol ink on tiles too, and it's actually a lot of fun. Hi, Kimberly from California. Cool. San Francisco, California. Susan from Bracebridge. Cool. So today I decided to do the Dutch pour. Look, there's a puppy hair in there. On ceramic tiles. So what I have is just a 4 by 4 inch ceramic tile, and I've taped the back because once these are done and dry, I'm gonna put a coat of resin on them. And so you need the tape on the back just to keep the resin from going along the back. So I have not cleaned the tile. I just literally put the tape on the back and that's it. You don't need to clean them. I've already put white paint on these 3 here. So let me just move up and see. There we go. Perfect. So I'm just gonna put white on this one. And in here is just Artist Loft acrylic flow white and some Floetrol. And because it's been sitting in the bottle for a really long time, I added a touch of water to just thin it out a little bit more. Luxembourg, Europe. That is so cool, Monique. Hi. So what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna flood the tile with white. There we go. Just use my fingers here. And what you want to do is you got to make sure that your tiles are level. If they're, you know, leaning at all in any way, your paint is eventually just going to slide off, right? So you want it to stay as level as possible. So I'm just running my fingers along the sides, making sure all the tiles have white along the edges, just like so. Thanks, Kimberly. Don't forget to like. All right, so got my edges covered. I think they're all covered on these ones too. Perfect. Hello from Germany. Cool. Very nice. It's nice to see everyone from like all over the world. It's crazy. So now I'm just gonna pop the bubbles on this one here since I just put the paint down. There we go. Something in there. All right, so today's colors that I am doing are going to be, I'm using Old Gold by Liquitex Basics, and I have Turquoise from Artist Loft, and Phthalo Blue by Academy. And this is a metallic, and it's called Antique Copper by Folk Art. So those are my 4 colors. So I'll put those over here. So what I've decided to do is I think I'm going to, because this is going to be a set of 4 coasters, I want them obviously to be all the same color, but not necessarily all look the same. So I'm gonna start, let's see, dark blue, we'll throw in that, and that. Okay, so I'm gonna start on this tile. Now you don't need very much paint because, you know, it's a really small tile, so I'm just gonna use the stir stick and just put a little puddle here in the center. Hi, Diane from Wisconsin. All right, and now the Old Gold, followed by some turquoise. And on top, what did I call it? Old copper? What is it? Antique copper. Antique copper on the top. Maybe one more drip. Okay, so that's the order I put that in. So let's see what happens. I'm just gonna flood it a little bit with my white. I am going to pop the bubbles. I wonder, because this is so small, if a straw will be beneficial. So let me grab one. Let's see if a straw will work. See, the reason why I don't like the straw is because the tip is so small that when you blow it, it blows streaks. But when you use your mouth, it actually, there's a wider, I guess, opening, obviously. So that's why I don't like straws. All right, so covered as much as I could. So now, hi Becky, Juno's good. You just missed him. I had him in my arms for the first few minutes, but he's super tired and wants no part of it, so I put him back down. I'll pick him up again at the end of the live. If the tiles are sealed, can they be put in the bathroom on the wall? They are ceramic tiles. I have seen people use ceramic tiles and do art on them and then put a coat of resin on them, and people use them as backsplashes in their kitchen. So yes, it is doable. So I have seen that, definitely. Hi Diane from Vancouver. You've helped me a lot with my Dutch pours. Oh, that's so great to hear. I'm really, really excited about that. All right, so let's see what happens. I'm trying not to blow over the edge, but I might change my mind, so we'll see. Those are really pretty colors, so I'll bring it up so you guys can see. Do you think I should blow over the edges or should I just leave it? Although it's already falling over the edges, so I might just keep going. Let's see, dripping everywhere. The mama bear says, leave it. When I blow the colors, all mix together and get muddy. It depends on what colors you're choosing, Deborah. It's like, I mean, if you're choosing oranges and yellows and reds, then definitely red is a huge color for mud. So you want to try and stay away from that. But yeah, it really depends on the colors you put together. So, all right, I think I'm going to leave that one as is. And I will go do the next one. So the next tile, since I went in this order in particular, I went phthalo blue, old gold, turquoise, and copper. So, oh, I'm gonna torch, I forgot. Let's torch it. Oh, that's so much better. That's so pretty. I'll bring you guys down for a close-up. I don't wanna move them too much. So now I'm gonna do the reverse. Let's see. We'll go, let's see, what are we saying? Vicky says, I like the blow over the sides. I think because there's so much paint on here, eventually as it's drying, I can pretty much guarantee you that the paint will pull it over on its own. So I don't want to blow it too much over because I know it's already coming on the side here and it's already fallen on this side and this side. So I'll just leave it for now. So now I'm going to do this one, but in the reverse order. So we'll start with the antique copper on this one, and then some turquoise and old gold, and finally on top we have get some sheer, blow some more, Ellen, and finally on top we have the phthalo blue. All right, so let's get our white going. And let's torch it. Get any bubbles out. And let's see what happens with this one. Oh, I got my, gotta be careful. All right, so let's blow this one out and see what happens. Oh my gosh, I love blue. I cannot tell you how much I love blue. It's amazing. I need more paper towel. All right, so I love the little cells you get. Yeah, so like I said, guys, in my paint is just paint and Floetrol. And if the paint's been sitting in the cup for a while, like, I mean, there's a lot of paint in here. I obviously don't use it all in one pour. So I end up just taking a just piece of saran wrap. I put it on top, and then I get these little cheap hair elastics from like Walmart. And then I just cover it like so, without the popsicle stick, obviously. So it can sit in here for weeks and weeks, and you know, it doesn't clump up or anything like that, but it might get a little thick as it sits. So what I do is I just add a little bit of water. So if you find your paints are thickening up, if they've been sitting for a while, just add some water. Other than that, there's no silicone. I hate using this stuff. You know, it's just not something I like to use, because when I put resin on these, and if there's any silicone left on the tile or on my canvases, and I put resin on, the resin will not go anywhere near it. It'll react against it and it doesn't stick, and then you've ruined your piece. So this is why I hate using silicone. So I refuse to use it. All right, so let's see, what are we doing? Where do I buy the tiles? Amy, you can buy them anywhere. I buy them, like, I mean, I don't know if you're from Canada or not. I buy these from Rona, Home Depot has them, Lowe's has them. The cheapest place out of the three is Home Depot at 34 cents a tile. So that's not very, it's very inexpensive. And if you're lucky and they have like a sale on tiles, then that's great. But Home Depot has them the cheapest at like 34 cents. So that's where I get them from. Oh, you're in the US. Well, I'm sure you have a Lowe's there. So yeah, go check the tile section. You can buy them all there. All right, so we'll torch this one up, and let's see, should I bring you in? I'll leave it for now. Maybe I'll take the camera down and bring you guys in for a close-up after. You're welcome. If you use silicone, use a makeup remover to wipe it. Yeah, I've tried that, and I've also used Lysol wipes, which do work, but I hate taking that risk. If you miss one spot and you know, you put that resin down, you've just ruined the piece. So it's something I don't want to take a risk on. And clearly I don't need silicone, because as you can see, I already have lots of cells on its own. All right, so next tile, we are gonna swap the order up. So this is the way I had it. I did that, and then I started the other way. So now let's start with, I guess, turquoise. Let's see what happens with this one. Turquoise. Let's see, I ended with the blue. I'm gonna forget eventually where I'm at and what I'm doing, so. All right, antique copper. We'll do phthalo blue. Yes, Tamara, that is true. I did find tiles at the Habitat for Humanity store. So I have gotten tiles there as well, and they're very inexpensive there as well. So that is a good point. Let's see. All right, let's flood it. And let's torch it. And let's blow it. All right. boy. I love blue, and the turquoise in this one, wow. Big difference from these two. Real big difference. So pretty. So I tell you guys, these things are gonna be really cool when they're done and they have a glass like resin on top. All right, let's torch it. There is the phthalo blue coming through right there and right there. All right, I really like that. I love turquoise. So let's see, I think I'm gonna start last one. Do some old gold. Let's do some phthalo blue. Antique copper. Let's leave it. All right, and I'm gonna put the turquoise on top. What brand of paint do you use? I use Floetrol, but don't get those beautiful cells. Becky, I use quite a few different brands. They're all from Michaels. I displayed them at the beginning of the video. So I have Artist Loft, Liquitex Basics, a few Academy, and then Folk Art or what's it called? The craft paint. But you'll see it in my at the beginning of the video when the playback is ready. But mostly 90% of my paints are either all Liquitex Basics or Artist Loft. So that's what I use. How long do you wait to resin? That's a good question, Tamara, because a lot of people have a lot of different opinions on that. Typically with, you know, canvases, people say, oh, you have to let it cure for like 3 to 4 weeks before you resin it or before you know, do a varnish on it. You know, people do that, and that's great. You know, you do whatever you want with your art. I have never in my life waited that long to resin or varnish a painting or a tile. Honestly, as soon as it's dry to the touch and I can run my hands across it, if I'm in the mood to resin it, I'm gonna do it. And I've never had an issue with cracking or anything like that. So, like, I mean, everyone has their own preference, but I don't know. Like I said, some people wait weeks. I can't imagine waiting weeks to complete a piece. I don't have that kind of patience. So as soon as the piece is done and dry to the touch, I just go for it. So, and I've never ever had a problem. So deco art, that's it, Becky. That's the other one, deco art. Resin is so challenging. I always bubble or two, or yeah. For the bubbles, you need a heat gun or a torch. That'll get rid of your bubbles. As in terms of the dust, you have to put it somewhere where you can have it completely covered. I have a dust-free zone in the basement where it's like a bunch of racks that I bought from Canadian Tire, and I have a big clear painter's tarp around it, and I close it up, and usually it's pretty good. Let's move along. All right, and let's blow out this last one and see what happens. This almost looks like a butterfly. It's actually kind of cool. All right. This one looks like a straight line. I'm gonna have to fix that. Let's see. There we go. So that one came out really different from the rest. Let's see if I can. You know what? I think I'm gonna leave it. Learn to leave it alone. All right, there we go. 4 tiles, same colors, poured in different orders. And there you go. You can see how each one has turned out differently. So then what you want to do is just make sure your edges are covered. You'll notice that even though you've covered your edges, it tends to fall, the paint tends to fall off it, and you can see some of the tile. You know, it is what it is. You can't continuously keep covering it and keep covering it and keep touching it up, keep touching it up. It's just, you know, it's part of art. It's gonna have to stay like that. So once you resin it, it'll cover it up and it'll be just fine. So let's see, what have we got over here? All right, let's see. If top is dry and bottom no longer feels cool to the touch, I varnish, sometimes within 24 hours. Yeah, that's it, Diane. Like, I mean, it depends on how long it takes your piece to dry, right? So when I have pieces in the basement drying, it's cool and damp down there, so it could take almost a week for some of my canvases to actually dry. But when I have the piece up here on the main floor, let's say here in the kitchen or in the dining room, like the one I did yesterday for the live pour, it's actually almost done. So it's been about 24 hours and it's almost dry. And yeah, so it all depends on where you're storing it to dry and how cool or damp or hot. Thanks, Tanya. Stunning set, can't wait to start. Just managed source tiles in order for cork backing. Yeah, so that's another thing. For the backings, I see a lot of people using cork. I've never used cork myself. I know Amazon sells like the self-adhesive ones. You just peel the back off and slap the cork on. I haven't tried it. I might try it. I might order a you know, pack of 50 or whatever it is and give it a shot. But I just worry that the cork crumbles easily. I have heard that depending on where you buy the cork and what kind of cork it is, it does tend to crumble, especially if you're cutting it to the size that you want. So maybe the already pre-made 4x4 adhesive ones don't crumble, but I don't know how well they stick either. So I don't know if the adhesive on the back is strong enough for the tile. I'm not really sure. So what I do on the back of my coasters, actually, let's see. Thanks, Tanya. We still have the heat on. Diane, where do you live? We still have the furnace on too, so it's still cool out here. Let me go grab a tile from the dining room and I'll show you how I finish off the backs, and that way you have an idea. Be right back. All right, so this is a set of tiles. Better make sure I don't drop any on top. So let me just hold one. So this is a tile I did a while back with violet, Payne's gray, and ivory. And it's got the resin on top. See, beautiful glass-like shine. I love resin. It's just absolutely beautiful. So there's the other one. And the third, and the fourth. So with this particular set, what I did was I put them all together. They were all touching, and I did the Dutch pour on them. So I started here in the corner and I blew it out this way. And once it was all blown out, I moved all the pieces apart from each other and it left design. So you can tell this was the bottom corner because this is where I poured my puddle on. And then I blew it out that way, and then you have the edges, right? So like this was the edge, and then the other one was probably over here. But anyways, you get the idea. So they have the nice shiny coat of resin. You can see, here's what I was talking about. Sometimes the paint does not stick to the tile, but it's fine. It's not the end of the world. It doesn't have to be perfect. People are looking at this, not at this. And if they are, then oh well, so be it. They are beautiful. Love the turquoise. Thank you, Jenny. What kind of resin do I use? I use art resin. I use art resin because that's what I can find on Amazon that's decent. Well, I wouldn't say decent priced, but I like it because it's also, they say it's food grade safe. So I just use art resin because there's no odor either, and it's got a long working time, about 45 minutes. Turks and Caicos, holy cow, that's so cool, Jules. Love your channel. Thank you. So, okay, back to the back. So what I do is I buy a roll of foam padding. It comes in a big roll, kind of like Christmas paper wrapping roll. And you buy it at Michael's. And what I do is I sit and I measure just shy of 4x4. And I cut it out, and then I take that one piece and I use that as a template. And I just take like a pen and I outline the next line, and then I keep going until I've done like a bunch of pieces, and then I just cut them out. It is time consuming. You know, obviously it's not as easy and as quick as buying pre-made cork tiles that are already 4x4 done. But I actually like the back of this, and it's very soft to the touch. And what I do is I use, the first time I used 3M adhesive spray, and although it worked really well and it was very, very sticky and worked really, really well, I found that when you spray it, it just goes everywhere. There's like spray on the table, there's spray on all your stuff, and if you get like the spray goes on the side of the tile, then it's all sticky, and then you touch it and then you get fingerprints on everything, and it was too much of a hassle to use it. So I actually use a glue gun. So hot glue gun, I buy the glue sticks from the dollar store, and you know, just glue it down and it's perfect. And I like the black. It's very sleek and very classy. So that's just me. Everyone can use whatever they want. I've seen people use felt. Like I said, people use cork. I love this stuff. So it's foam, and it's from Michael's, and I think it was like $13.99 for the roll or something like that. So that's that. So that's what I use. That's what I do. And I think that's it, guys. Let's see. Vermont here. Hi, Nancy. Rebecca from West Virginia. I wonder if felt pads will work for the backing like you would put on the bottom of chairs. Yes. So other things people I've seen use are little clear plastic. They're really, really, really small. Just they put them like underneath, or you know, under your drawers, where when you slam your drawer it doesn't hit. I don't even know what they're called, and they just put 4, 1, 2, 3, 4 on them. Oh, I have one actually. Let me show you. I do. I have some. I'll show you what they are. So these are my resin coasters. So these are done with alcohol ink and a silicone mold. But these are the things I'm talking about. So these little things here, I buy these at the dollar store. You get like 30 in a pack, and they're like $1.25. So a lot of people I've seen just take these little circles and put them on the backs and then just leave the tile bare. You could do that too. Like, I mean, everyone has their own preference, right? I like the whole thing to be covered. But yeah, so you can get these. They're super, super adhesive, very, very sticky. And they're from the dollar store. So I use those on the back of my resin coasters. So that's what I do. Cabinet bumpers, that's it. Thanks, Becky. Saskatchewan here, and the rubber vinyl dots, will they stick? Well, these definitely stick on the resin, that's for sure. I have not tried them on tile. I don't see why they wouldn't stick, because these are really, really sticky. So it should work. I can't say because I've never used them on tile. Hi, Pretty from Germany. Thank you. Clarksburg is just up the road. Where are you from, Becky? What are the clear ones? Glass? No, Becky, they are done with resin, art resin. I have a silicone mold for them, and I put resin in the mold, and then this is alcohol ink. So I drip the alcohol ink inside, so you can see it's pretty 3D. It's actually really cool. Can you see that? Is it focusing? So yeah, these are just made strictly of resin. So that's that. All right, guys, I think that's it. I will see if I can bring you down for a quick close-up. Hi, Barb from Arkansas. Thanks, Becky, Iowa. It's so cool to see where everyone's from. Carolyn from BC. All right. Juno, you want to say bye? You want to say bye to everyone? He's like, Mommy, leave me alone. All right, let me see if I can bring you down for a quick, better close-up here without hitting any buttons and killing the live feed. I think that's as close as I'm gonna be able to go. Let's see here. All right, without dropping anything either. Sorry guys, very shaky. So there you have it. As you can see, lots of cells, and there's no silicone in there, guys. No silicone needed, not in these at least. So let me bring you back up. Okay, there we go. All right, let's say goodbye, Juno. Come here, buddy. Oh, Mommy. All right. So thanks for tuning in, everybody. How do these sell at craft shows? Carolyn, I was at a craft show in March and I had a bunch of coasters and I pretty much sold out of almost all of them. They were a great gift idea. Everybody loves coasters and they were buying them for gifts for people. So, and the biggest color that everybody wanted was blue. Everyone wanted blue, blue, and then purple. So blue seems to be the color. So yeah, definitely a big hit at craft shows. Like people, they're small, great personal gifts. People love them. Yeah, Megan, he's super tired. I just woke him up, but how do you stop the paints from cracking later? Tamara, I've never ever knock on wood, that's glass, let's knock on wood. I've never ever had a painting, a tile, a canvas, or a wood board. I've never had the paint crack on me. I have seen people say, oh, my paint cracked, and then you see pictures on Facebook. I've never had that happen to me. I don't know why that happens to people. Maybe too much paint on their pieces. I don't really know. Maybe it's the type of paint they're using. I know some people use house paint. I have no idea, but luckily, thankfully for me, I've never ever had that issue. So I don't have that problem. My lab's name is Juno. Cool. How much do I sell them for? So these tiles here, I sell them at the craft shows for 30 bucks. I have resin coasters as well, not the ones I showed you. I have different ones, and those ones are $40 because they're all strictly resin, and it's got pigment powder, and then they have like gold leafing marker around them. So those ones I sell for 40 because they're a lot more time consuming. You have to sand the edges, you know, with a Dremel tool. A lot more work goes into those. So yeah, these are 30 and then the other ones I do are 40. I do have an Etsy page. It's in the description. You're tired. It's in the description below. So if you're interested in, I'm slowly putting things up on there. I just opened up the shop maybe a month ago. And I had my first sale last week, so I was super excited. I got an email saying, congrats on selling your first piece. I'm like, what? Really? I was like so excited. So yeah, I do have these purple coasters that I showed you. These ones here, those are up on Etsy. So check it out. I will try, thanks Becky. I will try and continue to post more stuff as I can. But yeah, check out my Etsy page, check out my Instagram page, you know, follow, subscribe, like, and I think that's it. Yes, Carolyn, they're always a set of 4. So yeah, Tamara, yeah, probably too much paint. So I think that's it, guys. I won't keep you guys much longer. But that's it. I really hope you enjoyed this live pour. Stay tuned tomorrow. I'm going to do another live pour. I haven't decided what I'm going to do yet. Maybe I think I might do a bigger piece, like a 10 by 10, and change up the colors a little bit. But yeah, I'll do another one tomorrow. Same bat time, same bat channel. Yeah, can you tell I'm old? I used to love watching Batman as a kid. So, okay, Juno. All right, guys. Thanks for tuning in. I appreciate it. All the love from everywhere around the world. Thanks so much. Love you guys. Oh, let's hide that, your private parts. Let's move up. There we go. Purple and pink, Becky. You know what? Good idea. I think I might try that. Let me see what other colors I can throw into that, but that might be an idea for sure. So thank you so much for watching. Love you guys. Bye-bye. Say bye, Juno. See you guys tomorrow. Thanks for coming out.